Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we only got like a
Okay,
minute.
we can pause. We can stop it.
Yeah, we want to stop.
But keep that. That was good.
It's about damn time. It sounded like a goat giving birth. Okay, guys.
It's
Before
about damn
Alicia-
time.
It's about damn time for me to start this.
It's about damn time.
All right. It is another dope ass app. Why do I do that? I think it's like the middle schooler in me from AV Club thinks that I need to become a newscaster. And I don't know why I always do that. All right. It's another dope episode of Litty Threads podcast. The only podcast on the internet that gives you those
Three best things
in life. And that is weed.
Pew,
My hands smell like weed. Chicks.
pew, pew.
And vibes.
Pew, 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 pew.
Bad bitchery. Hold on. Leisha took it back to Litty, like Leisha for a second. Not just
We
the
can have
vibes.
both.
We could have both. This
Yes,
is
and
America.
2024. We can
This
have
is
whatever we
America.
want. Like dropping that right there.
And you
Drop
know,
the mic.
we could
Drop the
have
mic.
bloopers in the middle of our recording because that's how we roll as a production. We don't need to follow norms.
Period.
Okay? You can't rule me. Biden, Donald Trump.
Okay. We went there.
I don't know why I did.
How we
You
get there?
don't own me.
You
Don't try to turn me on. No, no, no.
Get the jazz over
Period.
here. So as y'all see, we have a very energetic face to the pod today, guys. We're gonna go ahead and flippy floppy on over here. Let her introduce herself. Not too much on her though. Not too much because we still have shameless plugs later in case you want to still announce some things. So go ahead and let them know who you are. Look at this light off her skin. Yeah.
Period.
All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Jaden Gwynn. I'm accountant by day, singer-songwriter, Zumba instructor, life coach by night.
Multi-faceted queen.
Just a little bit of everything.
She be life
So
coaching y'all.
yeah, please. Let the advice be flowing.
Anybody else need some? Oh no, it's just
I'm good.
my bad. The alcoholic in me had to do a bartender check. What else you do? You be over here with Velvet at her
Open mics.
Yes.
and they be out here
Singing.
yes. Tell us about that. When did you start going to that open mic?
Yeah, so I moved to Jersey City about like almost 2 years ago now. From Long Island, but like don't hate me about it. It's fine. I love Jersey City
saw me.
way better.
Basically,
You're from Long Island?
Yeah.
I didn't know
But again,
that.
like don't worry about it. Like
it's like
fine.
Elizabeth,
Yeah.
basically. Right? It's like around there.
But I like had done music my whole life, was like grew up playing drums and piano, then went to school and I was like, I'm gonna do accounting for whatever reason.
Oh, my God.
But I had dropped off the music thing for a little while because I just like needed a break from it. And then I got to Jersey City and I was like, yo, I have like free time again. This is like a new place. Like I want to make some friends. I want to meet some
Right.
people. I
And
want to
you're in a
like
city.
share my music. Like
Right.
where are the artsy people? Where are the vibes? Like I cannot sit around talking to accountants all day every day. Like I'm a
what
theater
is that
kid. Like I
conversation
need
like?
the chaotic energy.
Do you guys just talk numbers
corporate
all
speak.
day?
It's just corporate speak.
I feel like it's very polite corporate speak as well. I feel like there's not a lot of finger pinching or what do you call it? Not finger pinching,
Yeah.
toe stepping.
I'll usually comment on the weather.
Yeah.
I'll ask, any weekend plans coming up or like, hey, how was your weekend? Like that's usually how those conversations start. Talk about like a good restaurant I went to, like
Okay.
real shallow,
Like small talk.
small talk to try
Looking
to
at
like
the pictures on the
get
desk,
that
kinda like-
semblance
No
of connection, right? Because it's all about like, oh, like you need to like have psychological safety and you want to like establish trust, like all these things, and you do that by like getting to know people. But you also like can't quite get to know your coworkers on the same level as you can like at an open mic or like on a podcast when you
Agreed.
just let out all the good juicy deep stuff that like people actually talk about to feel connected.
Right.
So yeah, it's like a little shallow, not like in a bad way, but it's surface level, not shallow. That's what I'll say. But so I was really missing that like deeper, creative, artistic like connections and components. And so just started trying to follow all the right Instagram pages for open mics and stuff. And that's when I found RIP Serendipity Lofts.
Aww.
And
It's okay.
we've been performing together
They can
and
see
having a
you.
great time ever
I
since.
thought I could like do like an invisible cloak, and like I wouldn't distract from her while she was talking.
As she's in the middle, I was like, they can see you.
I just wanted to taste the strawberry.
That's what she said. Okay, I'm done.
Yeah, Rashad's was actually the first one that I ever went to.
Nice. I gotta get
They
Rashad on the
hosted.
pod. We gotta get
Yeah.
Who's Rashad? Who is this?
Rashad, right, never wrong.
Yeah, he
Why does that name sound familiar?
Alion. What's her name? Is that her name? I don't want to mess up her name. She's an artist we had on the pod. She's also a friend of his. I'm gonna be giving him a Q&A at his second book release showcase on February 27th. Second
Yeah,
book
he's like one of the
release.
coolest people I know.
Yeah, so definitely pop out. That's gonna be a great time. Buy your tickets.
Yeah, so he was my introduction to like the Jersey City music scene,
Yeah,
and I was
same,
like, these are people
same.
that I'm gonna stick around for a little while.
We gotta get him on the pod. For sure.
Yeah, you know.
All right.
And here we are. The rest is history.
Yay! Who's next?
What instruments you do?
I started on piano when I was a baby.
She's wanting her Leo-centric
Actually,
ass to be in the middle of the camera spotlight again.
The Leo-centric, like yours?
Well, I will be Scorpio-centric because you're my Scorpio. I'm Scorpio moon. You're Leo.
I understand, but still, your Leo is still a Leo, man.
Big Leo.
Look. Your mane is popping. Okay.
She had to get flattened. Oh, go ahead. Sorry. Question.
We can
No,
say
all good. What do I play? Yeah, so I started on piano when I was a baby. Transitioned that into like classical percussion, so like marimba, timpani, like all that stuff. But if you play one, you got to play them all. So I did that for about 10 years. Was a little like child prodigy that was very much like exploited for being a little play monkey all throughout high school. And I was like, I don't need to do this anymore. And then I was like, you know what? Guitar is really cool. So I dabbled with that in college.
Like acoustic?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Like I love it. I think it's
plays
super
well.
cool. It doesn't like me as much because it's just not what I was like trained on. And then also like been singing since I could talk, and also have like a little bit of production experience from like high school and early college.
Yeah.
So it's like a little bit of everything.
A strawberry always gets the gas going. Too old for the strawberries. I didn't even take but a sip, and I know they're going to comment. Somebody's going to comment, she didn't take but a sip, and you saw she started burping like immediately.
But I feel like towards the middle of the pod, me and you go back and forth with burping.
It's like, we be like,
Every episode, every single
Make it a
episode,
remix.
Yeah.
oh, you're going to see. We didn't even hit 10 minutes yet.
Hell yeah.
It's about to get crazy. We almost finished the bottle, and we're not
We
even 10 minutes
did.
in.
It's okay.
It's because that's,
That's the same.
Let's move on.
Yeah.
What's the sauce segment? Now, well,
We
we'll
got
talk
great
about
sauce.
Well, you want to talk about the strain first? Because you guys smoked something else before I got
She
here.
didn't smoke. I had my pen. She doesn't. You don't smoke, right?
What?
No.
Your drug
I prefer the hallucinogenics.
You know they're getting legal. They're making them legal. They're making the magic mushrooms legal.
Let's go.
They are.
Bro, anytime I've had a mushroom experience, it's always like,
If you want a real story on this
best.
podcast, I can tell you about the last mushroom experience. I had.
Actually?
Because it was wild.
we got
See
time.
November over here burping.
Right. I know, I saw that. That's what I was
Oh
gonna
my
mention.
god.
Well, so I have the acid experience that's like
Acid
a
scares the
beautiful,
shit out of me.
magical, like wonderful story, and then there's like the mushroom trip that went horribly wrong.
So the mushrooms
like-
did you dirty?
Yeah.
Not the acid?
The acid was like hands down the best experience of my life.
Oh, wow. Were the people different in each scenario?
Yeah, oh, very different scenarios.
Okay.
Very different
Okay,
scenarios.
explain for me. I'm
Do
intrigued.
you want like both? You want like the
Give me more.
Give me more.
the short versions,
This is why
the
this is why
synopsis.
we don't like invite her all the time everywhere. Because she'll like sing these songs and then like Alicia has her stuck in her head, and not like 10 minutes from now, Kalicia's going to be singing that. But going back to what we were saying,
Give her more.
now I need you to give me more because she's distracted the shit out of me. I don't even remember what we were talking about. Go ahead and remind me again.
The acid versus the shrooms experience.
Give me a snippet of both real quick.
Great. So I had just done like the most intense like sober trauma healing of my life right before taking the acid, so that has like a little bit to do with it. But I had just like healed like my deepest trauma and was like, but I still want to do like the acid because I was gonna do it to like see if I could help me with that, and then I like figured it out on my own.
Okay.
And then
Good for
I
real
like
shit.
saw both me and my friend like saw a shooting star at like 4 a.m, and then I was literally like, actually, I'm super content with my life. Like, please give it to someone that like needs it more. And it was like the most beautiful moment of my whole life. And between the hours of 4 a.m. and 11 a.m., I taught my friend how to love themselves, and that was like the start of my spiritual journey, and also like where I got the idea to become a life coach. And then the mushroom trip, like I was super burnt out at work. and it was just like I had been waiting for a time because I had never tried them before, and I was like, this is the opportunity, this is the time. It was a friend's birthday. Went to like a random undisclosed warehouse that I had never been to. People I didn't know. I spent like
Problem number one.
when
they have those like
but
documentaries.
so like I had
It's like white people shit.
I did all the things you were not supposed to do. I did everything right with the acid. I was hydrated. I was people I trusted. I was in my own home. Like all the things right. And then the mushrooms, I was like, let's just
I'm gonna be wild, baby.
I was like, let's throw all of that out the window just for fun. I did it like
Let's be
empty
out there.
stomach, no one I knew, undisclosed location.
Girl.
Like not no one I knew, but like
Wait,
a lot of people I didn't know.
Maybe associates.
Didn't know anything
Or
about the lemon
acquaintances.
tech or like how it was prepared. I asked. I was like, how many grams is this? And they gave me a number. They could have said 500 and I would have been like, okay, cool. Like I had no relative
I don't know what
standard
that
to
It was
go
one of
off
those. I
of.
feel like I should ask how many grams is in this, so I sound smart. So I'm gonna
I
ask the
asked,
question,
and
but
then
I
I
don't know the
didn't
answer.
know
They
what the
tell you and
answer
then you're
meant.
like-
And I was like, great, okay,
That's
cool.
like when the memes that are like, "Can I have 2 weeds, please?"
Yeah. But let me tell you, like, anyone other than me, like, would have died on the bathroom floor that I was on because it was one of those, like, objectively, when I tell you the facts, it was a bad trip, right? Like, demons were calling out of the floor, like, my body was,
no.
like, the walls were closing in, like, I felt like I was, like, literally, like, rock solid, like, my whole body was stone, and then it, like, crumbled and evaporated. But the whole time, I was, like, the demons were coming out of the floor, and I was like, and?
It's
Wait, it's lava.
I was like,
it's
I was
lava.
like,
You can't
so
get me.
is that all you got? Like I was taking that, I wrote that shit out like a motherfucking
You're
champ.
greater than me.
Literally, like I had my water, I had my Cliff Bar with me. I was trying to eat this Cliff Bar, and like my I felt like my tongue took up my entire mouth. And I was like, bitch, you know how
'Cause your
to eat,
mouth
chew,
was
and
dry
swallow.
from the Clif
Like,
Bar. You know,
it just,
it's
like I
dry,
just
so-
forgot how to chew. And I was like, that's a lie. Like, you know how to chew. Like,
Yeah.
you know how to walk. Like, you know how to use your legs. Right,
She
right,
was
left, right,
scolding
left, bitch.
herself
Like,
for not
I
acting
was,
like a human.
I was not
It's
having
listening
it.
to
I
her
was
tell
not
the story
taking this
over the
shit with
red light.
myself.
It's because she was
Like,
sorry. When she woke up the next day, she woke up like disappointment.
bitch, right?
No, I was feeling so powerful.
Were you? Oh, you felt like you accomplished when you woke up the next
It
day.
was
How did you
fantastic.
feel?
No, it was fantastic. So it's like,
You didn't
like
feel nauseous though. I feel like
no,
when I've had a bad trip
I
on
feel
something,
great.
I felt like
Cause no, I just felt like really in my power because like everything around me was going wrong and I was so completely out of control, and yet I was like so in control.
So
Like
then,
anytime
was it a bad
anyone
trip?
asked me, like objectively the facts of it make it a bad trip, but like
Okay.
I didn't have a bad time.
you told yourself, I'm not letting this ruin.
It just
this
simply
experience.
like
That's a
was an
word.
experience that happened.
That's a
Like
word.
it was very physically
hands smell like
unpleasant. But the whole time I was like, I'm super in control. Even though, like looking back, I did not understand that like technically the bathroom door was locked from the outside. So like even like if there was a problem, like nobody could come in to get me. I
Wait,
spent like 2 hours in the
claustrophobia.
bathroom. Like I was perfect. Like somehow I was perfectly fine. But like if I wasn't,
Did you
like
feel
it would have been a
safer in the
problem.
bathroom? Is that what it was?
Yeah, it was just because I had like felt nauseous until I left.
It wasn't so much overstimulation, probably.
It was a little bit of overstimulation too, but like
Okay.
I felt like chilling there. Like I wanted to like be near the stall just in case, but also like my headphones weren't working that I brought, so that was my first sign that things were gonna go wrong. So I was vibing to my curated playlist in the bathroom by myself. There was a girl with me who like was with me for a while. I was convinced she was like not a real person. I was like, this is my spirit guide.
She must have heard you in there.
No, she
having a
walked.
moment.
She came with
Oh,
me.
she's okay.
But it was like I had shook her hand like in the room we were in, and then like I saw her talking to other people in that same room later. But like the whole interaction in the bathroom, I was like, that wasn't real. I was like, there's no
Wait,
way.
like that girl on the plane?
I was like, she was just
Batman!
simply a
Right
spirit
there.
guide, like sent to protect me in that moment because her vibes were immaculate.
I mean,
like
it could be
exactly
though.
what I.
Real,
No, but
she's
like
the
I have
best.
confirmed that she is a real person.
Oh,
It was
fair.
Anthony's sister. Like,
She's not
Okay.
real. And then you
But
see her
also,
later
that's
like,
what I mean in the sense like
yeah.
maybe she wasn't the spirit guide, but
was
she was
just me
guided
the
by
alcoholic.
spirit.
My bad.
Well, here's the thing. So, like, my spirit guides are very communicative with me, and like one of the things that they tell me to look out for to know that they're with me is a woman in black, and she
in
was
black.
literally like gypsy head to toe.
That's what I'm saying.
And I'm like I knew it was a spiritual experience that I was having.
Yeah, and
Well, it's
I believe it because it was her. That's why I
Yes.
was like, maybe she wasn't a spirit guide, but she was guided by spirit.
Yes,
you
yes,
know?
no, she totally was. But the whole time,
She
like, I was
mixed it
talking to
in.
her, and I was like, "Oh, you're not real." Like, I'm talking to myself right now. Like, I said that out loud multiple times. But you know, I was like, "This is gonna be over in a few hours, and then I'm gonna be
Wait,
fine."
we need
so
the
I
bottle
wrote
to
that
show
shit
them
out.
what we're drinking.
oh, bring the bottle back over. Wait, you finished it already? Oh, no, he doesn't have it. You got a cup?
He got a cup. We got plenty.
He got.
We just wanna
sangria.
show what it
He got
is.
his ghetto sangria in there though. It's crazy.
So yeah, so that's the trip.
What's the
Oh,
sauce?
what's the sauce? I forgot we were doing my podcast. What's the sauce segment, guys? It's the part of the show where we talk about the liquids that we were sipping on.
Wait, we need it for the sauce. That's why we took that one.
That's why I was like giggling because I'm like, it's okay. We
It's
got
the slide of it off.
It's in the camera like. So the Carla Rossi, that was a mistake. But you know, we want the Gallo family on there. I'm gonna let her do it. The Gallo family brothers. Hello.
Hello.
We know that's not your name, but Gallo family. Okay, we would like a sponsorship, please. All right, it's $5, guys. Amazing quality, great price. They don't know we're doing this, so I don't know why I just did that tagline. And Kalisha did not read the label correctly. I loved the flavor the other day when I ordered it. Also, DoorDash does liquor, guys.
Yeah.
Did
Uber
you
Eats does
guys
it too.
see? Run the fucking alarm.
Facts. Uber Eats does it too.
I don't
Okay. I'm just
know
saying.
about her.
Oh.
Once I realized that Chick-fil-A doesn't deliver to me over there, I was just like, there's no reason to download
Yeah,
this.
they don't.
Anyway, so I got Carla Rossi by mistake the other day. 8% volume alcohol. That one's 9%, I believe. So again, these are all less than my Tatarita. That's why I drink a whole bottle every night. Yeah, so the sangria was really good. It's not the regular one. Try it out. Tasted really nice. That's why she's gone so quickly. And we're
Yo,
only
she's great.
We barely hit 20 minutes. She's gone.
We're having a good time.
We're vibing. It's the vibes. It's one of the three.
Actually, get
I'm over here
get your
burping.
skinny hand over here. Wait.
It's the loud whispers.
Yeah, come on. they're like, who is she yelling at?
Get it. And you see the hand just
The hand just coming.
That's
All
like
right.
some Nickelodeon shit, bro.
Nickelodeon.
It's like, just go.
Nick.
All right, guys. So what we're going to do next is...
The phone said nothing.
Right, and that's why I was like, that happens too much for me on this show.
And then her password is like a sentence. Like, you ain't got to hide, Craig.
Oh my God, I'm hiding though. Listen, and mind you, I'm not supposed to be on my fucking messages, but that's where it opens up to. Like,
I'm screaming.
oh Lord.
We'll be going into
Give me a quick song. Give me a ditty. Give me a ditty.
do.
Not Dora.
Oh, I'm glad you knew because I didn't know where I was going with that.
I heard it.
Okay, I
And
was
I
like,
don't
this
remember
is a
what I
song.
sent y'all. All right, so we'll start with. What am I doing?
I don't know. I have nothing. I'm waiting for you, baby girl.
It's Litty Threads.
Yeah.
We're at Litty Threads, guys.
Okay. We could be wherever you want to be.
Show, boo.
For real.
All right, guys. So Litty Threads is the part of the show where we go over on Al Gore's internet the threads we found on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram.
They're jamming.
Most of the time they're on Twitter because that place is a cess.
Oh,
Or
no.
X,
I deleted it.
as Elon likes to yell. They literally, what made me so mad, hold on, let me cut off what I was going to talk about. What made me mad is as I was at work and you hoes were on Twitter last night, you bitches didn't send out the mass text message that Drake's nudes leaked.
Oh,
And then
saw
I
that
had to
on
go on there
Instagram.
doing work. And it was prohibited on Elon Musk's X. After every day I go on there and I see a titty bouncing out of nowhere, I can't go on and see Drake's longevitous dick
Was
getting
it long?
stroked.
Was it?
Oh my God, that man never lied. And I didn't even get to see the video. I only got to see a screenshot because it was gone. The video it's gone.
Screenshot.
I tried to look it up. It's gone through my video. They keep deleting the stuff. And it's like, but y'all made me see titties this whole week. And the one.
Nah, the porn on Twitter be crazy.
No, it's literally like. So I just want you bitches to just know that I was in a group chat and you hoes were not loyal. And y'all were all doing memes, reactions, while Alicia was literally
Okay,
napping.
Drake.
Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Don't.
Don't.
Black me
What
out.
would you,
He
girl?
gonna black that out. He gonna black that out. Tag, black that out. Black that out. Tag.
No, I have a privacy screen, so we good.
LOL. What that mean? I'm not going to say anything. All right. So anyway, guys, that was my one rant. Okay. So back to what I was going to talk about. Because I thought about it like, where she got that private screen from?
Because
When
you
you
in my
around-
business.
Yeah. You know,
I
I
take
need
the
one.
light rail a lot every day.
And I need a privacy screen too because bitches love looking at my statuses when I'm over here doing my Litty Threads.
I do, actually. She hates that I read over her shoulder.
I was gonna do that one. I don't know about
Hit me with your best shot. Why don't you hit me with your best shot?
Okay, real quick. So it's a video. As always, Leisha, it's hard to get a thread with no video content. I'm sorry, guys. The ones that do, you don't have no context, and I got to go through the whole damn stream of thread. And you're like, this is like 20 minutes long, Kalisha. So here we are. It's a video.
Is it long?
My, no, homie, I'm not even going to, like, should I even? No. So my man
what the fuck is that on his face?
He's a makeup artist. His name is @SimpleKevin. He does makeup typically on TikTok. Really good influencer typically. But of course, you know, during Michael, I'm about to get roasted. It's Black History Month, and I said Martin Luther King.
Maybe he was looking a little Michael Jackson there.
Maybe
that's why. We gonna clean it up. He was looking a little Michael Jackson there.
Please. Okay. So Martin Luther King's Black History Month. This man came on the internet, Al Gore's internet, and he came on here to say that there's too much pigment. I don't know if you guys see it.
He's not pale.
It's too much pigment in
like,
his goddamn blush.
Like.
It's too much pigment.
And then I don't know anything about makeup, but he like slid it. And like, are you supposed to like dab and then like
talk about it?
I watched it on TikTok.
We're gonna go into it because they tore him apart.
it.
they demolished him. Not even the girlies of color, the girlies of his fair tone. They demolished him. They did. They were like, honey, it is Black History Month, and you are dealing with a black cosmetics brand. Thank you. And you are talking about it's too pigmented. It's based for black people, Bookie. It's not like we're like you can't use it. Don't shit on it.
Yeah.
But it's made for people with darker pigment, melanin in their skin. That's why it's super pigmented. Because most of the time, most of the traditional cosmetics brands that we do try to buy, that before Fenty Rihanna, thank you, before Fenty Rihanna came through and blessed us in this world with her 40 Shades of Awesome.
Word.
We had a long struggle trying to find pigmented stuff. And now that 2024 has come through, we have the needs and necessity for our skin color. So for you to come on, and that's what somebody said, that the caption was, for you to come on, Al Gore's internet on TikTok and destroy a black cosmetics brand during Black History Month. Mm-hmm. Why were you writing? The writing was in the tarot cards, baby.
Okay.
You feel me? I did that real quick. But yeah, you should have known that was not going to go well for you. Also, you're using a black cosmetics brand. You can't do that, Bookie. You should have known when you thought about it. Like, oh wait.
He should have known when he purchased it though.
And he bought it. He didn't get a sponsorship from them. He bought it.
Yeah, no. He definitely should have known when he purchased it. One, he could have easily tested it on his hand.
Also, that he decided to do it directly on camera while he was doing his makeup.
And then, like, why not say, oh, this is super pigmented, but it may work well on darker skin?
He didn't say none of that. He gave the stank face. Ew. Did one of those. I said, baby, the ancestors knew you were going to get flamed up in them comments.
I'm glad they dragged him.
They dragged him mercilessly. I don't even know if he still has his TikTok. It's one of those.
Canceled.
I think he canceled himself. I think, honestly, I haven't even, when I went to go look for the video, I couldn't find his page. Sad horn for Mr.
That
Simply Kevin.
That felt good.
All right, do I because I feel like I keep seeing tweets about Drake's dick, and I just you dusty bitches.
The algorithms know what you want to see,
and it's really what it is that it's hearing me complain about you dusty bitches that didn't put me in the group chat, and y'all all were in there like. They got news articles with you bitches memes. I'm not even going to talk about it. You bitches saw that shit at 2 o'clock this morning and then go, hey, Leash, that nigga you been stalking for 10 years.
Oh, you like Drake? My bad.
You want to know something really embarrassing?
I had a crush on Jimmy.
Oh, from the show.
Jimmy got shot.
We don't know him like that. We talking about Arbery. Jimmy is a character. Yeah, you want to know something really embarrassing?
Tell me.
So when my birthday, you guys know I went to the Drake concert, right? Mm-hmm. Me and a random nigga, I went by myself. I guess another nigga went by himself. We were in the back, just
Those are the best.
having conversations with mama, like.
Those are the best. You meet the best people at concerts.
And
when you go
I wish I
alone.
would have gotten his contact because he seemed like he would have been a dope nigga to hang with. Like, we were back there, like, one of those. Anyway, so when I went to the tour, I made It's All a Blur 27. That's a 30. What is that? How many songs is on there? I don't know. How many songs? 4 hours long.
Playlist?
Straight Drake.
Wow.
Having conversations with mama. Now I got the song stuck in my head. Anyway, back to what I was talking about. The rise and fall of Trini Bridges. You see what I did there? Many bridges. All right. We knew it was coming. You knew it was coming. I'm not too caught up if it's over yet because, like, we're a bi-weekly podcast, so it's hard for us to stay up on relevant stuff unless I'm looking on Instagram that day and I'm like, let's do this. Nicki Minaj and Megan Thee Stallion. Everybody's talked about it already, I'm sure. Actually, when was this?
They were talking about it at work. The
This
girls
is
at
2
work
days ago, actually. Never mind.
keep me up to date.
Okay. So I'm going to just say this. It's really hard as a fan of both women to pick a side here. When the shit first dropped, it was chaos for me. I was at work. I was confused. I didn't quite understand why are they arguing? What's going on? What have I missed? Apparently, Nicki's been dissing her.
Why though?
Tory. All of this is over Tory. Even the little line that Drake had said once, because they're besties. He laid a little line in his song about a stallion, no shots. I don't know. Again, I love Drake, so no harm to him, no foul. But it's just that for me, it's confusing to see when you like Nicki, to see your idol fall so hard.
I get it.
Not an idol. I won't say that because I never really looked at her as like, I'm going to be, some girls in the hood.
Yeah. No,
I'm going to be the next Nicki, bigger than her. Nah, I never said that, but I used to rap the songs in the shower,
Someone you like respect and admire.
And not too hard on it though, because there were times when I was wishy-washy. I still am. I've been a wishy-washy type of fan. Never on Drake though.
It's like, full disclaimer, never on Drake.
I don't want him to hear this and think
I don't know. I feel like I don't listen to rap. I'll listen to like things that are like if it's on the radio or whatever. But I didn't listen to either.
I haven't listened to the full song, just the clips I saw on social.
So what I saw was like the police had to go to Megan's mom's grave.
Excuse me?
So the police had to go to her mom's grave to monitor it because the address to her mom's grave was leaked in the bullshit. Like, I don't think that's.
You leave that shit alone.
So we're doxing people's graves.
That's what I mean in the sense, like,
we're
something about
doxing.
I saw that in the shade room.
It just takes like so much energy to
and
like do something like
base.
that. Like,
and
why?
If you really think about it,
why?
I don't even know if Nicki's out here on any public domain anymore going off. I think she sat back. Not even again, anything she did, I have really stepped back a little bit from Nicki Minaj. That's why I'm like, it's hard to see her fall the way she did because I was such a fan. But now I'm like, oh, Megan, are you okay? Like,
yeah,
I'm here, girl.
I don't know. I mean, again, I didn't listen, and
I haven't.
I like songs from both people. I'm not a fan of either. Like, not a fan.
Oh
but
wait,
like, whatever.
I'm more of a fan for Megan for sure.
It's not my
think
genre.
It's just,
like, that's what I mean.
It's because she likes the Jill Scotts of the world.
I do. I listen to everything, but really like new school rap. I listen to old school rap.
I know we bond on that.
Yeah, like, so that's what I mean. Like, this new shit ain't for me. Like,
yeah. So,
but that was fucked up. I thought that was fucked up.
I don't know. Just don't bring people's dead mama.
That's why I thought that was fucked up. Yeah.
It's like, hold on.
I don't know what Megan said, but that was a little extreme.
What I was gonna say, Bigfoot did terrible. Her diss track apparently to Megan's Hiss, which to be real was not even all about Nicki. She had a lot to say about a lot of different people, and the fact that we have made this now a Nicki diss track is hilarious. Because she said one bar about Megan's Law.
Bro.
Diss tracks are like the most fun to write.
Oh, sure. They be in the booth with their niggas next to them, like, right?
Like, that shit just kind of like comes out of you. Like,
I can imagine.
When I'm angry angry songs are my fucking favorite to write. Like, you can just go the fuck off.
And then
everyone's
it's
like,
art.
yeah, it's art.
It's art.
So much better than,
I
like,
feel
the
just
text
that
you
way.
regret the night before. You know? Like, put it in a goddamn diss track, and then suddenly it's, like, great, and you're not,
Talk
like,
about
crazy
it.
or irrational. You're just a good artist.
That part, I saw a meme, and then I'll let it go. That was like, Megan said what she said, and all Nicki came through was like, 1 foot, 2 foot, big foot, 3 foot.
A big foot, a blue foot. A 2 foot, 3 foot,
He
big
was like,
foot.
all right, Dr. Seuss, I hear you.
It was like, that's when I lost all hope. I said, damn. Swarm is real, though. Y'all saw what happened with Taylor? You see how quickly everybody turned on that ass? Y'all ain't seen that, like, any of the... Wait, you don't be in this news.
Well, on Instagram. I was scrolling, I saw...
Like the Grammys thing?
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought she was America's sweetheart, but everybody seemed to hate her
So,
when I looked
I
at
saw
the
something this
responses
morning.
last night.
I saw something this morning that was like, oh, Taylor Swift's princess... I don't agree. Don't come for me. I don't
'cause they
agree
be
or
quick.
disagree.
They be quick on the TikTok.
Right? That Taylor Swift's princess is just a facade. That she knows
Yeah.
that America sees her that way, and she, like, milks it. And I was like, damn, I could kind of see that. Like, I could kind of see how she...
I mean,
used
one
it to
way
her
or
benefit,
another,
but,
like,
why would you not?
You're that famous, like, of course you're not gonna show your true self all the time.
That's
like,
true.
You can't.
I agree.
But what I think that most of the people were arguing
She's
is
like,
that
well, look
she
at
took
me.
the one moment, and I think I saw a tweet. Somebody said, I blame fucking Kanye for this.
Yeah.
Because she took that one moment where everyone was like,
and she milked it.
Taylor, it's okay, girl. And she said that, and then 10 years later, she's still on that train.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, I saw a video, and again, no shitting on, I don't know people in their personal lives. And again, a facade. What was that movie? What was that movie? Was it about Superstar? No, not that movie. The one with that black girl and the nigga from the Martin Luther King movie.
Girl.
It's the one about, it was on night lights, stage
Friday
lights.
Night Lights?
No, it's about a girl. It's about an artist. Now you're going to make me look it up. It's about an artist.
What are you searching right now?
Somebody's auntie. Lights artist. London. Like, movie. All right, let's see what happens. So.
It's called The Lights in London?
No, it's not. It's not the name of it, and I'm not going into more of that. Moving on. It is now Lessons from Leash. We have reached the halfway point.
Skipping it.
I don't want to. You're gonna make me sit on that. You're gonna make me sit on that, huh? You're gonna make me sit on that.
It's okay. We can go.
I'm gonna text the group chat later like, fucking lights. I knew it.
Right.
And that's not the name of it, but
Huh.
I'm so embarrassed.
It's
Okay.
okay. What's next?
Lessons from Leash.
Okay.
The part of the show that spawned this show. Okay. Lit Like Leash podcast had this part, right? Since you don't, just in case you don't know. We had a part where people sent in their advice. Then I started going to 6 brown chicks. And I said, oh, what is this magical thing?
Just like that.
Literally. And it's a thread where people submit their sad lives. Like, when I tell you, some of these people, it's like, this is a Maury episode. But anyway,
Girl.
these are real people. Real to the bone. Proof and everything.
I'm so ready for this.
The proof is in the pudding.
In the pudding.
In the pudding? In the pudding.
All right. Question 1. Oh, so what we do is we go through the questions, and then we give our advice.
We go through the questions.
I forgot to keep going. Okay.
Why did we drink that bottle so fast?
Get out
So
my
we're
face.
gonna do the questions.
We gonna do the questions. All right. Last September, my
Okay, I'm
boyfriend said he
Communication,
was
that's my answer.
And let me tell you this.
Because
That's it,
When
communication.
did you get a southern accent?
And let me tell you this. Hold on,
And how long? The wait. I wish he can see how many times I just tried to pour this cup, bro. I've stopped and like.
I haven't even seen.
I did it like mad times. Okay.
You
go
did it
ahead.
again.
I know.
All right. Let me tell you this. If I catch you reading my phone,
You want some?
we scrapping right
You
here
want
on
some?
camera. No. I've got the strawberry to go
Jaden?
with.
Yeah, hit me up.
All right. Last September, my boyfriend said he was traveling to Dubai for business in December, and he asked me to go with him. He asked me gently to lose a few pounds to look my best for the trip.
Did we do that one last time? I was like, damn, that sounds real familiar. I can't.
Okay.
Why you whispering?
Question 1.
Because this is like the second time I've done that on this show, and I'm like, the last time we were able to like cut, but I realized I got too deep into the question.
That's what she said.
My ex, aka my baby mama, has the audacity to try and level up with my son without me. All right, stop. Go ahead. I met her in the projects, and that's where she belongs. She's changing her routine. She's changing her routine, taking night classes, and she met a lanky, nerdy dude that's helping my son with homework. He took them apartment hunting. I tracked her phone and rolled up on them. I was going to knock him out. I approached him with my hand in my pocket, and before I could do anything, he was smiling at me with his Glock shoved in my stomach.
Oh.
He did it so smooth that my baby mama thought we were just talking. But this psycho was smiling as he told me he would end me in my sleep and never get caught. She's in love, so
him.
I'm trying to put another. Hold on,
Sorry.
She's in love, so I'm trying to put another baby in her to put an end to all of this. But she refuses to creep around with me. Advice? Because that nigga told her he gonna kill you if you ever cheat on him. I know that's what he said to her. Because if that nigga smoothed in one of these and smiled at you like y'all were having a regular ass
he might have not. Because I feel like if he would have said that to her, he wouldn't have smiled. if he, are you okay?
It's choking me. I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all.
No, but I feel like if he would have said that to her, he wouldn't have played it so smooth on the low because she already know the crazy. She probably know that he's crazy, like on some like,
jealous?
That's mine. Not even jealous, but like, that's mine. You could try me if you want. Maybe a smidge of jealousy, but more like possessive. Maybe not in a bad way. A little possessive is good. I feel my Scorpio feels that way.
There you go.
Because, like, be obsessed with me. You know what I mean? I'm obsessed with you, be obsessed with me.
I
like,
feel that.
I feel like she added that second part just to make sure that I'm not conceited. That's what she said.
It's both of us, equally. Or it ain't gonna work.
What you think?
What you like?
There's so many pieces to unpack in this situation. Number 1, there's got to be, like, a decent amount of insecurity that if you aren't making it work with your partner, that like you don't want her to be happy with someone else in the first place, right? So like that's step 1, right? So it's like first just like do that reflection and like check yourself, and it's like either you want to like be with her and help like raise the kid, or like if you know it's not working, you still love the kid, like there are ways that arrangement can work, right? As opposed 100%. To just going right up to someone and trying to knock them out because your wife is like trying to better herself. It sounds like, right? But then we get into the Glock situation and I'm like,
you didn't put a ring on it.
Exactly, right? So it's like, figure out like what you want first, and then maybe like communicate that with your words. But you know, that was my first reaction. But like, then it kind of took a turn there.
The turn at the end, he said, I'm going to
They
get her.
always
She
do.
in love.
They always
where
do.
He says she in love, so I'm going to get her pregnant.
I'm going to get her pregnant one time
that
to end all
too,
this.
which number 1, like another baby is like not going to solve your problems. Like
You didn't
let's
even want the other
just
ones. Just put a baby.
hard stop. But also like the new man sounds like more concerning. So maybe it's a good thing that you were checking up. I wouldn't necessarily condone like, you know, the location stalking, but like, you know, so maybe the advice would be to like take her aside and just be like, are you actually in love, or like are you in trouble?
Right. Like I'm
like,
like
where do you see him fitting into your life long term, and like how does he get like what picture do you see like him with my child, who like I also want to be the father figure for? You can just communicate like, hey, like I want to be the main father figure in my child's life.
Right.
Whether we're together or not, like let's talk about how we can make that happen, and you can be with your person or not. Like basically like her relationship shit is like not his fucking problem.
I feel.
But him being involved in his kid's life and feeling like he has a reasonable like ground to stand on there and isn't being like threatened by this other person, like that's a fair thing to talk about.
Fair. I feel like offering maybe another perspective, right? So I feel like the way that he is right now, we don't know how he was throughout their entire relationship
Yeah,
and what she
for
told
sure.
her new boyfriend
Yeah.
to make him even come with that kind of energy. Because I feel like he know why would
Yeah,
he have
there's
come,
stuff
like,
we can't see for
that's
sure.
what I'm saying. I feel like low
And
key,
did it in a classy nigga way. Like,
because I'm gonna check you because I know you've been on some bullshit with my girl, bro.
That
That's
too.
how I
that
see
your
too.
girlfriend
it.
thought y'all were just having a combo.
That's how
Yeah.
I see it. I promise. He was
Protective,
probably like,
yeah.
"Oh, I'm gonna check him," and she was like, "Don't even worry about it. If he gets out of pocket,
And
check
he
him."
says,
And he was like,
on
"I'm gonna
some
check him
John
before
Wick
he get
shit.
out of pocket." Yeah,
That too.
That's how I feel like that's how I see
the way
it. Yeah.
she described it, he said that nigga pulled that shit out so quick and it was in my stomach. Like,
But he was coming
like,
to be
oh.
on some shit though.
Oh,
So he caught him. He knew.
he did. He did
knew.
catch him.
You know what?
So I
didn't
see
think about
both
that.
perspectives.
I
Yeah,
do,
he caught
yeah.
him. He was like, I came there to be on whatever, but he got me before
Before
I
I
could
could
get him.
even get my mouth open.
That's true. That is self-defense, right?
Yeah.
Like in that way, if he knew he was coming to cause shit, which then goes back to my original situation of like, check why you felt you needed to do that in the
100%.
first place and like be in their business other than you like care about your son, right? Like you care about your son.
He don't.
That's cool.
I mean,
there are other
we
ways
don't.
to like deal with that than trying to just go knock out the first person that like your wife is shacking up with.
Right.
Or your baby mama, sorry, not wife.
Right.
Yeah, didn't put a ring on it. That's important.
If you like it, you should have put a ring on it.
All right, let's do lessons from leash number 2. All right, guys. I was creeping with the guy next door. I'm
Fun.
still on good terms. Ain't that Shaggy song?
So I creeping with the girl next door.
Hey.
Picture this.
All right. I'm still on good terms with his living ex-girlfriend. Both of us are getting evicted.
no.
First of all, I added ex-girlfriend. Let me do a correction. I'm still on good terms with his living girlfriend.
Oh.
Both of us are getting evicted. I asked him to collect my packages and keep an eye on my apartment while I went on my birthday cruise. I returned home and this man changed the locks to my apartment and locked me out. Police
For
said
what?
it's a civil matter since I gave him access to my place. Apartment management said since I'm 6 months behind on my rent, I might as well wait until the eviction and get my things when they're on the curb. He was evicted when I was at sea. He and his girlfriend stored their things in my place and have been hiding out there. I refused to spend my 30th birthday money on the rent, but I'm spending much more on motels.
Don't stop believing.
He's a good man.
No, he's not. Stop right there. No, he's not.
I know his girlfriend is making him do this to me. Advice?
That's the advice right there.
That's my... Girl, you were
It's
delusional.
done. It's done. Not even a good delusional. You know, a little bit of delulu is a good way to live. But like
She
She
got
got
the
6
right
months.
kind of delulu.
6 months back rent. 6 months back rent. And she mad because he's squatting in her house.
she said she was out to sea.
She was on a cruise.
She's military.
She went on, right, that's what
She
was
went on a
weird.
birthday cruise.
It was no. She
But
said I
she's,
refuse
so
to
here,
spend
this is
money.
what weird. This is weird. So, she was creeping with the dude next door. Her neighbor.
I take it back. Not fun. Bad move. Red flag.
Her neighbor. She's best friends with his living girlfriend, who's still there. So that means they're still there together. Both apartments are getting evicted. Hers
So
and
they
this.
was fucking and not paying rent.
And she's 6 months behind on the rent.
So what the fuck is she doing in the water?
She fucking
Yeah.
him. She fucking him for her birthday. Is it what it is? No, she went on her birthday cruise before she went on
Yeah.
her birthday cruise.
Oh,
she
okay.
fucked
So I misunderstood. I thought she was saying I don't want to spend my birthday money on the rent. That's what I heard.
She-
Was she saving up for 6 months for her damn birthday cruise?
Maybe.
Where are you going? You know what? I saw a nice cruise too that was going like
How much
Dubai.
was her rent though? Depending on where she was living. If she in the South, it ain't that expensive.
Well, not in Atlanta. Atlanta's pretty expensive.
Oh, she's in Atlanta.
Well, I don't know. She ain't say shit about.
Oh.
You know they don't like giving out too much on their location, but she in motels, so I mean Atlanta sound like a good idea.
Yeah.
My advice: move on, please. Like for your mental health and safety. You see what she was doing?
Move on.
Move on. Because you're gonna actually wind up like this is giving. I'm gonna wind up losing myself.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to chase an ideal. She thinks that this man is going to be with her,
I don't know why.
and he don't want to be with you.
He changed
Even
your
on the
locks,
top, even
bro.
on the type that he squatted in your apartment for 6 months before getting evicted, and I don't even think she said she got her shit.
No, she doesn't have her shit. She
So
doesn't have any of her
she
shit.
got evicted. So
She didn't get evicted yet. They're just he changed the locks and is squatting in her apartment. with all of her shit and his shit.
And she went to
So
the
that's why he
landlord,
went to her apartment because
Yes,
he was already
because
evicted.
he was getting evicted. So he changed the locks on her
So
apartment.
she couldn't get in.
Won't let her in, and the police won't do anything about it because they're
'Cause
like,
she gave him access
you're about
to
to get
it.
evicted anyway. You may as well just wait until you're evicted and get your shit later.
Yeah, because she technically gave him access, so they were like, it's a civil thing. Deal with the building, and the building was like, you gave him access. You could wait till
That's
you got
some
evicted.
diabolical shit right there. I didn't even
I think they was
think
just
about
tired of
that.
everybody, to be honest. It sounded like the building was just over it.
It sounds like they got nothing but like bums living in their building. How y'all all not paying rent and they don't care about it so much that they like deal with it with the cops? I don't care.
I'm gonna just send you the eviction notice.
I never understood that lifestyle.
I don't know.
How you don't pay your rent?
How you gonna pay your rent?
Because actually, I was talking to somebody recently this week who literally thought like
Rent was
back-
optional.
back rent when they went to eviction court, back rent once you start paying your monthly rent, it just disappeared.
No, you gotta pay it all.
I said,
I feel like a lot of people thought that during COVID. They were like, "Don't pay your rent. Don't pay your rent."
I'm wondering if that's what that mentality, because it's not COVID no more,
Yeah,
baby.
Yeah. And then
That
don't pay
ended
your
in
rent
May.
during COVID.
I know we all saw the news clippings. Right? We all saw the news.
And then they're like, "Don't pay your rent during COVID." And then like, okay, so once COVID's over, I gotta pay back how much? Like I'd rather nickel
did
picking a dime my landlord and whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you think
Then
we're time
have
for
to
another
behind.
lessons from Leash?
That's
Sure.
a tough one. That's a really tough one.
What you thinking?
That's just like go like join a monastery or something at that point. Like just forget all your possessions. Like
Forget
just
First of all, she don't have none of them.
just go find yourself. Find a new job, find a new life.
Let it
just
go.
start over, man. At
What
that
did
point,
Elsa say?
like when there's so much down the rabbit hole, like just wipe the slate clean. Like I don't
let's-
even know.
I agree.
Let's talk about this one because it touches me. I come from a
that's what she
long
said.
line of alcoholics.
Mm.
Thus, I've never had a drink.
With the straw in her mouth.
I smoke crack though,
Mm.
and I've always kept a job and a decent enough life.
Okay.
My plug, drug dealer. Now she put it in quotes for the people that couldn't understand what that was, and she put the extension cord emojis. She put drug dealer next to like she had to explain for the people that don't know what plug and extension cord means. Says cocaine shipments are hard to get these days, so he's transitioning me from crack to locally made meth. He gave me a hit,
Excuse me?
and I ruined my life in a week. I slept with everybody and anybody who would come to my bed. Bed bugs, real and imaginary, feasted on my skin. I scratched myself until I bled. I didn't sleep for days. A sex partner told me while I was running outside, dead of winter, wearing nothing but boots. So he and my neighbor...
Sorry.
Why you laugh?
His boots are made for walking. That's what I heard in my head.
Go away,
David. She
I'm
ran outside in her boots.
I'm sure the
Sorry.
three of us had sex that night.
Ooh.
I lost my
When
job.
was there a third person? Wait, I'm lost.
Can you go back to when
Hold
she
on,
ran outside naked?
I got you.
I
got
missed
you,
something.
I got you.
Jaden said 1 + boots = 3? What?
Me and 2 boots? Like, did you fuck the
Is that
boots?
what that was? A sex partner told me I was running outside, dead of winter, wearing nothing but boots.
Yeah.
So he and my
math.
neighbor
And the neighbor,
Yes.
the neighbor. We got another neighbor situation.
brought me back
Don't-
home.
Don't fuck thy neighbor. That's the lesson
Oh,
that
I'm
learning
learning that.
today.
But we'll talk about that in a second. I'm sure the three of us had sex. I lost my job for trying to fuck in a storage closet. But I loosely recall taking nasty pics and making XXX videos with others while I was high. I'm living with my sister. I changed my appearance, and I'm
I bet.
I'm trying to find another job. But the shame is consuming me. I see men in the street smiling at me knowingly, and I wonder if they have me on video doing nasty things. I'm losing my mind. Meth scared me, and I vowed to never go back. Yeah, that shit is crazy. But I want to hit meth just once more to help forget what I've done. Help! Because she said all caps.
It's like some Kevin Hart. Help me. Help
Me, nigga. That's how she's like literally talking about. But like, okay, so
I can't.
couple things
Yeah, go ahead. Go off.
before we go into the shameless plugs. We're gonna make this the last guy. Couple things, love. I need you to know when you went from crack to meth.
He transitioned her into it.
And you let him transition you. Baby girl, go.
She let him
You went from
transition her.
crack to meth, and you thought your life was going to be regular.
Mhm.
You thought you were just going to be able to have this addiction like you were a functioning crackhead all these years. Job and all, bills paid, house paid. I still got my crack at night.
That's not funny.
It's
Stop.
funny and not. Because that's why I'm saying it this way because I'm like really like not trying to like sound like
know.
you a dumb bitch. But like,
What?
and so your idea was like, he was running out of the crack. So he transitioned me.
You couldn't find another plug?
Mind you, it's
Stop
already,
doing crack, first of all. But you couldn't find another plug?
like,
I have another take on this.
Go ahead.
She didn't say this, but something that I have been grappling with like a lot lately is this idea that people very often confuse boredom and contentment. They feel very physically similar, right? So it's like, I feel like I hear her, and maybe this is just me projecting my own shit, right? But it's like, I hear her say, it's like, my life was good. And it's like, yeah, it was. You were probably living a great life. But then, like, what you're saying, it's like, why did you go and, like, totally make those decisions and, like, let the crazy shit happen? Like, why did you let the chaos happen? It's like, people don't understand that, like, you don't get the same high from, like, living a normal, quiet, stable life. And so sometimes, like, that's why people self-destruct like that. And if they just know, and if they just taken a minute to be like, wait, things are actually, like, good and I don't need to, like, do that extra thing, then, like, but it's hard to grapple with because your brain craves it. Like, you just want that dopamine.
That shit is crazy to me. And I feel like that's why they say, the fact that they use weed as a gateway drug blows my mind every motherfucking time. Because
Did
I'm
y'all hear
like,
that?
what?
My
No.
bad, not to cut you off. My throat just did something.
Bro, the
so
way,
weird.
first of all, the way that you were laughing, trying to burp,
It's
as
in my,
she was
it
talking,
just did it.
she was like,
It was stuck.
like, what in the old lady is
It's
happening
stuck.
right now?
Go ahead.
Where's your...
My
No,
nose.
but I feel like, what? Like, the fact, I don't know.
Also, like, maybe try rehab. Like, I don't
You
know.
think? I hope
Maybe
so.
just
Get
don't
some
do. Maybe
help.
just don't do any of them. That's my
She
first
sounds
instinct.
like
But also,
Glass.
like,
you guys ever read that book in middle school, Glass?
Yes.
Remember that? Oh my god, that shit
There
took
were, it
me
was several.
to my core, bro. Meth is no
Those books
fucking
were so
joke.
good.
The Glass series, if you guys have never, like, even if, like, as a
Please, I
it
wanna
brought
buy
you
'em
back,
now,
didn't it? It brought you back, didn't it? Bro, when that shit first came out, I was in,
my
like,
God.
7th grade.
Yeah,
when
I think
them
I was
books
in, like,
dropped.
8th, 9th grade.
Yeah, when them books dropped,
Wow.
The Enters of Net,
Those books, and it's
Meth-
like
and
several.
it
It's like,
taught-
okay, the series is called the Crank series, and it's 6 books. Please, y'all, please read these. Oh my, I'm gonna
it
need all of
brings you
this.
through the story of a high school girl who got hooked on meth,
Yes.
and it's literally 6 books of hell.
Yes.
And I feel like they made me read Glass. Am I crazy?
My mom bought them for me.
I feel like I feel like they made us read that. Like
It
that.
might have been like through the grapevine, like Friends and shit.
Maybe that's what it was.
'Cause we
I
were
just
big on
remember
reading back
everybody
then.
talking about that series.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Meth is no joke. Please, if you hear anyone try to even like, oh, we got a little weed with the meth. Meth is made with literally bleach. Like, I don't even know what the chemicals are, but it's actual like chemical shit, guys.
And
so
then,
like,
you know, if you do have an addiction, get some help, please.
and that's what she was saying. Go to
Please get some
rehab.
help.
Yeah.
Meth is nothing to play with. Like, oh, I can get off this myself. That's what she was trying to say. Like,
Don't
oh,
pull
how can
Amy.
I get to this and actually be able to? No, you can't. It's done, baby.
our brains hate change so
We were just
much.
talking. You better bring it full
End
circle.
it off with that, baby.
We
before
were
do
talking about
shameless
change in
plugs.
the beginning. We had a great talk before the pod, guys.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Like, if you, okay, ready? So if you put your hands together and like I do it right now. Right, so if you put your hands together and notice which thumb is on top, right? Switch the thumb.
I don't like that.
No, right? You immediately
That's
switched it
how
back.
I hold hands.
Yeah.
Like, I prefer to hold them this way.
Yeah,
In the sense
but it's
that
like
I'm
you have a way that you're
hold it.
used to doing
Yeah.
it, and like even if something is stupid and insignificant as switching your thumb, your brain is like, that's uncomfy. I don't like it. I'm gonna switch it back immediately. Ah, yes, this feels
You
good.
saw, I was like,
so
no.
you literally did it immediately. So imagine trying to change something about yourself as significant as like getting off an addiction. Like, give yourself some credit that shit is so hard. Like, something as stupid as this. Like, your brain is like, So don't discount that. The chemicals, yeah. So,
it's like, you have to give yourself grace
get
throughout it.
the help you need and, like, have the self-compassion to know that, like, that it's hard to do. Like, it's not, like, willpower is not enough a lot of the time.
The fact that she was a functioning addict and being on crack, kudos.
Yeah.
That's what I'm like,
Yeah.
you had a whole
big.
life. But the fact that you decided to take it to that next step is what